Bonjour, je m'appelle John. Welcome back to my channel. My name is John. No, I've just said that in French. Anyway, my name is John. This is Christmas Countdown. Let's crack in. What day are we on? There's too many days. 16 after this intro. Okay, number 16. As we mentioned yesterday, this wire would be perfect for the tubular crin. It also may help with tomorrow's present. 1mm is a great choice as it is sturdy yet pliable. Okay. Yes. Millinery wire in yellow. Oh, I love this. Okay. Oh, right. So what did we get yesterday? Got the tubular crin. Oh yeah. So yesterday we got the tubular crin, and this is the 1mm wire, which I don't think I've ever worked with 1mm wire because it always seems a bit more, So let's see. Oh yes. That is actually perfect. Look at that. Oh yes. Right. Okay. Now I understand. I've never really played with tubular crin like that before. And I've never really worked with millimeter wire of this thinness. Usually I get the thicker one. And it is, because it always seemed a bit flimsy. Oh, it looked flimsy. It's not flimsy at all. But actually that's got some, it is very pliable and it's steady like they say. So we have some millimeter wire in yellow. And I just want to find the price of this. So millinery wires, and they said it's the 1mm. This is the cotton covered 1mm millinery wire, and it's $1.25 per meter. Or you could buy it in 75-meter roll for £50. So if you're using a lot of it, it actually makes more sense to buy the bigger roll, really. So yeah, we have some yellow millinery wire, and it makes me excited to see what we get tomorrow. I'm very intrigued. 16. Today's question is via Instagram. Excuse me. And it just basically says couture millinery versus non-couture millinery. I don't know what he was referencing with this. I don't know what is classed as couture millinery. Like, is that purely handmade by artisans who have spent many of the years making this? You know, or is it somebody that's just predominantly sews by hand? Couture to me is obviously clearly it's a fashion thing, but it's more something that personally I would put towards people who hand make. So you could class anybody that makes hats by hand couture milliners, but then I've also heard you can only really call yourself a couture milliner if you've been doing this for 8 years. I don't understand. It's one of those things where it's like, do we really need to be like define ourselves as milliners and couture milliners? The only thing I have regarding terminology is milliner. So I would say if you make the hat, then you're a milliner. You can be a budding milliner and use bases and sew flowers and things onto them. But a milliner will tend to block their hats. They will use materials to make all aspects of the hat. Maybe, you know, sometimes including the bands. That would be my only sort of, like, say, you know, if you're just, you know, getting a few feathers and sewing them onto a headband, then it's not really millinery. It's a budding milliner. It's learning what colours to go together. It's about learning how what hats are made. It's you know it's at the beginning. I mean, some of the stuff I was making back when I was like first starting was like, oh Jesus, what is this? I would never dream of making the stuff that I do today because I just didn't understand how it worked. So that's just my thing. That's not a dig at anybody anybody at all. It's just that's just my view. I don't necessarily believe there's couture millinery, and I would say there's high-end milliners, but you know, and established milliners and designer milliners, couture milliners. I mean, we're all making it by hand. Who knows? That's just my 2p's worth. Anyway, join me tomorrow because I'm very excited to see what we have now. Because it did say tomorrow's will be great. So join me tomorrow. Tomorrow will be day 17, so it'll be the 17th of December when we find out what we have in that package. Thank you for watching so far. All the links to everything so far in this playlist of Advent Calendar will be linked in the description box below, along with all my social media. Make sure to subscribe to this channel if you're not already, and if you are subscribed, hit that notification bell to be notified when we release videos in future. We're putting videos out at 8 PM every day. Thank you for getting this far, and I'll see you tomorrow.